Might as well start in shop since there's nothing new today. There's lots of stuff in here as usual. If you guys want to pick up anything, feel free to use code Mista, I guess. If you want to be featured on the channel, you can ping me in Discord. I appreciate it. If you guys ever use anything with code Mista, or if you're picking up Advanced CG with code Beast, you are welcome to ping me in here. Let me know. I really appreciate you guys. And that's basically it. Otherwise, I'm live on Twitch, running Frost Night, link down below, come say hi. I am ending the stream after Frost Night, otherwise it gets all in the way of my sleep schedule and I just can't do both. I want to be live tomorrow to do the noob account as well. So, on that note, let's talk about weekly stuff. 'Tis the week. This is your day. You can go and run Storm King again. I don't usually give that reminder, but it does reset every Wednesday. That question's come up a few times, so there you go. It appears to be a weapon supercharger again this week, which is awesome. Love that. Less exciting on the Frost Night side is Tank. He gives you like a bunch of armor with Going Constructor. It's a very tricky hero to take advantage of. Even if you're running Going Constructor, I don't get it. He's a hero. He's a unique one. If you want to pick him up, have a copy on hand, save him for the book, whatever. He's good to have. LYNX Cassandra is every noob's favorite hero because you can instantly get, okay, that was bad. It instantly get a ton of extra damage if she's in the commander slot. I use her exclusively for Storm King. She's a great ninja for that fight. Otherwise, not the most viable in regular missions. I'll link my video down below that shows my gameplay and explains all my thoughts. She's a great hero, overused in the low-level missions, but otherwise, great hero to have in general. SNOWSTRIKE is back. Epic did tell us that she'd be out this season. They did not tell us when. Apparently, it's week 2 of Frost Night, so I'll go ahead and put her in the timeline, hoping that this is her consistent release schedule. Either way, you know the drill. Throwing stars slow enemies in support, freeze in the lead. Then when you kill them with an ability, like a ninja ability like Dragon Slash, Throwing Stars, or some kind of melee, boom. And by the way, I think your pickaxe counts as well. So any kind of melee swinging attack, they explode. 167 base damage is extremely difficult to calculate, but it's a lot. I used her a ton on the noob account. She does a really, really good job. Not sure why my throat got raspy as soon as I started recording, but whatever. Stalwart Squire is a fun shotgun. The legendary copy is ideal, of course. You're gonna have to flux it to use it, which is less of a good selling point. I don't recommend picking up a purple copy, but if it's a legendary, it can be triple crit damage, tons of fun, but it's kind of like a gambling machine. Always got to grab the flux on the weekly side of things. Always, 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 don't miss it. And then our extra resource is Storm Shards. So it's not the craziest shop we've ever seen, but moving along, we can press forward. Yeah, that was actually the right zone. Thank you to all the people joining so I can see the highest and lowest level ventures. We are going to be starting off in the, well, Fortnite TV does not consistently show all the missions nowadays, so I have to check it a little bit by hand, but we can go through there. 4x drops a rain in the 23-4 player in Ventures. And then, yeah, like I said, 40dB, I need to message Cav. I actually haven't. I haven't reported the bug yet, but it doesn't show all of the missions consistently. But 4x drops a rain in the 74 player is good. Then we've got the 82-4 player, 4x drops a rain, and 1 out of 2 legendary survivors available today. The other one is also in Ventures, which is great news. You've no doubt been grinding. Although, even if you've been grinding, and my joke stands, I don't think you can hit the 124 zones and the 82 zones alone. You need like a full party of people, or at least a higher level player or a lower level player that can show you those extra missions. Why you can't see down, I don't know. 4x drops a rain in the 1084 player, regardless. And I want to mention in the zone over here, wall darts, excellent wall trap. Shoots 3 tiles, does great damage. Highly recommend using it. And I want to make sure I don't miss anything, but it looks like the 140 zones is my next target because that I don't want to miss. Oh, actually, the other legendary survivors in Twine. That was my mistake. Yeah, my screen was scrolled down and it confused me. So good news. Vacuum Tube Shotgun to the 140 zone. Excellent weapon with that Chain Lightning. Dragon's Breath. I've heard good things, but honestly just haven't put it to the test myself. Then we got another double legendary. Flame Grill is complete garbage. I have a video on that on the channel. You're welcome to look at it. It shows. Doesn't just talk crap about it, but it shows how bad that is. Then the Monsoon. Excellent pocket minigun. Chat just reminded me that our Deco Llamas are available today, and I completely skipped over them, so we'll talk about that at the end. Oh my gosh, thank you for mentioning it. Manx is talking about getting Gumshoe in their llama, and if I didn't glance that comment, I might have finished this video forgetting our Deco Llamas are here. That is not something I want to miss. Our Deco Llamas are awesome. We'll talk about them. 4x drops a rain. I'm sorry, Lightning in a Bottle in the 88-4 player in Twine. Then the 100 zone is kind of stacked. So over here, Stabs with the third. Excellent melee. Great double attack speed, swing speed melee. Stampede, one of the best weapons in the entire game. I actually just, like literally yesterday, made a video on that weapon. The Huskbuster video. They're the same weapon. best perks. I updated this because my old guide was 3 years old, which is normally fine. Old perks are good if they're good, but I had given misinformation. I was recommending reload when I shouldn't have. Snare that made sense at the time, but affliction's better now, that kind of stuff. I also just posted a video on how I manage my inventory. This one was meant to be scheduled till early December, but I had so much community interest in my comment section that I figured I would just send it out early. And I don't normally like posting 4 days in a row. I like to get more time out of my content, every other day maybe. But this is just such a fun video, and a lot of people wanted that information, especially now that you are can't drop weapons to your friends anymore. Managing inventory is more useful than ever, so I figured I'd share my logic there. So anyway, little video plug for you there. Then another double legendary. I said the 100 zones are stacked. So Vitratech Slammer and Triple Tap are 2 weapons that I'm not very impressed by. Neither of them are exceptional in my opinion. You're welcome to try them out, see if you like them, but I recommend maybe recycling them just for the weapon designs. 4x drops the range in the 116 4-player, then Legendary Survivor number 2 out of 2. That's what I glanced at. I thought this was in Adventures, but Top Monitor had a lot going on. So 4x perk up in the 132 4-player, and then the 140 zones. Not anything too much there. Oh my goodness. 160s? Oh, jeez. All right. Well, that's nice to see at least. 5x Eye of the Storm. Good to see it. Easy modifiers. Cat 4. Chain Lightning Vacuum Tube Bow. Probably a good thing to run. Otherwise, we're just going to quietly move on to Canny, where there is a lot going on down here as well. So over here, there's a category 2. Double legendary. Neither of these weapons are exceptional. Once again, Vitratech Slicer has great stats, but nothing special. It's just affliction, which is fine on any melee, but it's the exact same stats as the Stormblade and the Immune, both of which are very unique weapons in their own regard, because the crit hits cause an explosion on the Stormblade is awesome, and that goes a long way. Double purple survivors in the 52 zone. If you're somebody who's running candy missions, that is useful to you. Help you fill out those squads. 58 zone anti-air trap, really good for shooting projectiles out of the air. Then I wanted to mention the resupply up here, or down here. Yeah, double legendary. Zap Zap, fun pistol, explodes lots of enemies all at once. Sunsetter is a garbage sniper. You're welcome to try it out, but recycle it otherwise for those weapon designs. Maverick is a great crowd clearing shotgun. Excellent perks on this thing. It does an awesome job. And I want to mention, lastly, we have one note in Plankerton. Yeah, the Cat 2 over... Where is it? There we go. Healing pad. Really good for healing you, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Yeah, the llamas, Art Deco llamas, I can't believe I didn't even notice. I noticed them. I knew I was going to talk about them. And then the daily was so out of order because we had no V-Bucks, which I'm used to. BR was empty, which threw me off. And then the weekly stuff got in my brain. Regardless. Noir, great hero to see in my llama because lefty and righty duration extension is awesome. Again, like 2 days ago, maybe 3. I've been posting a lot. Just posted a Raven lefty and righty build. Super, super fun. And Noir is not critical in that build. You don't need him, but he helps out a ton. Very good hero to have if you see him in your llamas. Sleuth, I think, is Rosie, which is nice to have if you guys want to increase your Rosie. Gumshoe, as Manic said in chat, really good hero. She boosts your lefty and right. Nope. She boosts your Teddy and your Shock Tower. So it's fragment abilities, but you don't need to have a fragment. So kind of crazy, right? Venturian got buffed recently. Still pretty bad in my opinion. We tried him out. I made a loadout. He would have been a video if he was good, but I was thoroughly disappointed. Gumshoe, I just talked about, and I'm getting mixed up. Yep. So those 4 heroes are quite good. Then the Art Deco weapons all have the 44% extra damage to elemental targets. That makes the Floor Flusher one of the highest DPS ARs in the game once it's focusing on an elemental target. It's pretty mediocre versus non-elemental targets, but it's a lot. Big Shot is a great crowd clearing shotgun, just like the Maverick. Mouthpiece is fine as far as pistols go, but not that great. Brush Off is a decent single target shotgun. It is pumped, so it's not that great at crowd clearing, but it's nice. Takedown Sniper's pretty good. All of the melees are pretty good, and the Sawbuster is one of the hardest hitting launchers in the entire game. Great pickup all around. So if you guys see any of those, definitely keep an eye out. Spend those tickets accordingly. And I want to double check if I actually had Noir because I don't know. Wait, do I have the whole set filled out? I was not paying attention to that part. Do I have every Art Deco weapon? I do. Good. So I don't need to buy these llamas for anything specific. I have all of them that I'd like. And when it comes to Art Deco melees or any of the weapons for that matter, if you want to get one of each element, you'll need 3 copies. So anyway, check them out. All right. Are we done? For real this time? I think we covered it all. I'll see you guys on stream. Otherwise, in the next video, subscribe, like the video, channel members get early access, and all that good stuff. Goodbye.